Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing this Harry Potter Hogwarts tattoo, and pardon a few of the mistakes I made during the video. I accidentally forgot to film the stencil peel, and then also when I put the GoPro on my head, I kind of orientated it in a way to where it's twisted weird. So bear with me a little bit. I'm going to be switching back and forth between this angle and a different camera as well. So you're going to have to just deal with it. But I'm going to go through what needles I use, what machines I used, and yeah, I'm going to kind of explain my whole process between this. So for traditional tattoos, I like to use a 7-round shader and an 18-round shader for line work. So then that way I have a thick and a thin line, and that's what I'm going to be using today. And then also I use a 15 curved mag for all the black and all the color. But first, I'm going to go through with this liner and line out as much as I can. And then I kind of shade as I go, just because this was on my client's thigh and it was a little bit more sensitive for him. So sometimes when I'm in a spot that the client, it's a more sensitive spot, I like to kind of shade and line as I go, so then that way I don't have to go back and go over the same areas after it kind of healed up a little bit or started to feel more sensitive. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I was using for the 18 round shader, this is the Vlad Blad Infinite Coil Liner. I believe that's what it's called. The Vlad Blad Pro Infinite Coil Liner. Either way, one of the two. I just recently put out a review on it. Really good machine. And then for the 7-round shader, I'm using the Adam Safari machine that I built with him at a seminar this past weekend, which was super sick. And then for the color and the solid black with the 15 curved mag, I'm going to be using, I think it was the Critical Torque 4.2. It also might have been the Ava EP7 Plus. It looks like the Critical back there though. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to just kind of go through, and you can see I did some of the shading already. Oh, and also with this other camera angle, I kind of messed up a little bit too. The focus was hopping around a little bit. I usually have somebody helping me film, but today I did not. So I could see how dependent I am on my friend Eric to help me film. So my strategy with this is just to get as solid of lines as possible and go through and get really solid shading as well. And all the different ticks and slashes that I have throughout the stencil, that's basically where I'm planning on shading. And I like to do that as a reference, so I don't really have to look at the reference image at all during the tattooing process. But then also I like to do that to kind of explain and visualize for the client what it's going to possibly look like. And I can kind of point to areas and be like, this is what I'm going to be doing, da-da-da, Usually they're very trusting, but at the same time, if they have questions, I like to have that kind of information there in the stencil, so they're a little bit more, put at ease when they're looking at the stencil, because sometimes they can be a little crazy and busy. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I think I'm going to, let me think. Is there anything else I want to explain about this? But yeah, this was on his upper thigh, and it was really sensitive. You can see him jerk his leg around a little bit during the video. I felt bad for him, but it took me about 5 hours to do this. And I'm really proud of it. I like it. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I've never watched Harry Potter before, but that doesn't mean I can't make awesome tattoos. Oh, okay. Well, now I guess I can talk about the shading. This is what I'm just doing with the black. I like to, whip out the black to where it's solid black and then fade it out into a nice gradient. This area is for the castle, and kind of underneath the castle, there's not going to be any colors. In this is just going to basically be not a silhouette of the castle, but it's going to be just kind of black. But around it, in the leaves, in the flower, and in, I want to call it a snitch. I don't remember. Somebody tell me in the comments if I'm saying that wrong. The thing down the bottom, the Harry Potter character, I believe it's called a snitch. I think that's what he called it. That's going to be gold, and the flower up top is going to be blue. Leaves are going to be green. And then the background of the sky is going to be purple. But yeah, I think that's all I got to say. I'm rambling now. But either way, I'm going to put some music on here. You guys can watch the rest of the video and I guess pick up on some technique if you want. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. I'm excited to do more tattoos like this. All right, see yous. Goodbye.